So, I fixed the claw, made it into this, and basically what I've done is snap all the vertices to the corresponding points and closed up these three toes at the end, which comes out like this. I'm okay with the shape, and after that I went to object mode, made sure that the leg was not attached to the body, because otherwise I would lose certain polygons and edges, and I went to mash and commands and optimize it. Now what we're going to do is actually first attach this leg to the body, then cut a hole in the body and actually blend it in together. The way we're going to do that is first I'm going to actually select this leg selection and go over to edge mode, ask for UL, and I've already selected it. What you will see is this, and then you select the outline of the leg, and we're actually going to make a selection out of that. We're going to need that later on. Now we're just going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to snap some vertices to the body. Now we've got the magnet tool set up, enable 3D and vertex snap, and let's move right in. Take the selection tool and use the move tool, obviously, and just snap these suckers to the nearest point. Now you're going to make triangles, and it's going to be pretty tough, especially at the bottom where the leg is closest to the body. But you just have to stick with it, turn the camera as much as possible, and make triangles. Because you have to make triangles, because there's more polygons in the leg than there were in the body, and that's why we have to basically compensate for that. Now let's see, I'll take this one and take it up to there and move it underneath the belly. Where the hell did I snap it to? It's supposed to be here, right? And then move along, and let's snap this one to the exact same spot. Creating triangles, it's not my hobby, but hey, sometimes you just have to go with the flow. And snap this one to there, snap, hang on, let's have a good view. This one, snap it to that one as well. And let's see now, where are we? The other side of the leg we need to do still. Now here it becomes a bit tricky, of course. Well, it's all tricky actually. Just make sure to do the 3D snap, because as soon as you turn the camera and you've done a 2D snap, you'll see that you're all screwed up and you've only snapped optically, which doesn't do much good anyways. And let's see now, it's the top of the leg. This one goes to here, that one goes there as well. That one goes there, and that one goes there as well. Now we've matched up most of the edges on the mesh of the body, but not all of them. And what we're going to do is actually go and select the outline again and ask for the edge to become a spline. Now you get a little plus here, and we'll just pop out the spline and actually make this whole leg section invisible. Now we can tell that there's actually two sections where the body is intersected diagonally, and so there's only two faces. Now let's see, I'm just gonna select this and do KK and do visible only, blah blah blah, yep, and I'll just cut this and enter and escape, and I'll have to cut this one and enter and escape. So now we got those two, and we have to actually select in the body, select this section. So let's see, we're going to go to polygons, and I more or less memorized what I needed to. Just checking exactly, yep, that's correct. And I'll just, oops, I hit delete so often. I shouldn't do that. I should hit backspace, and now I got this hole on the other side, which is not okay, so I have to do it again. And this time only select visible elements, yes. So we'll just do this, hang on, this again. Shouldn't hold down the shift key, I'm taking the same space out, but this is now it. Now what we need to do is first unhide the leg, and then I'm just gonna double click it, and I'm gonna split off the mesh because I'm gonna use it for the leg on the other side. So I'm splitting this off. This is my second leg, and we're going to do some stuff to it in the meantime, in just a few minutes. But first, we need to move this leg away from the body, and let's see now. We got this, we got that. We get rid of the spline because we don't need it anymore, and now we're going to clean up this mess that is just a leg and a body. And you see what happens here. It actually attaches, and it does some funky stuff because it can't really handle the the way the texture coordinates are basically blended together in a very haphazard way. So we've done that, and let's see now, the other leg. The other leg has a pivot point right in the center, and I'm just gonna see what happens if we put it to 0. It actually blends in pretty well with where it should be, but it needs to be on the opposite side. Now I'm just going to use this trick, -1, and I got the leg on the opposite side. It's not completely lined up, but there's another problem. The problem is that as soon as I go to pivot mode and I set this to scale and reset the pivot, the polygons are actually turned inside out. And since we need to avoid that, because otherwise there will be things missing in the game engine, for instance, I'm just gonna use this as an excuse to go to the normals and reverse all the normals. Now it won't do much in the visual, in looking at the wireframe, but this will actually fix the problem of inverting the leg. Now I'm just going to hook it up the same way as I did with the previous leg, and then we'll get back to you.